Okay, folks, in part one, we talked about the ingredients used and why we may use them, and we mixed them up and made our batch of powdered laundry soap. Now, in part two, I want to add it all up and get an estimate on how much we may use in the future and see where we're at before I test it through several loads of different types of laundry. So let's get started here. First item we'll talk about is borax. I bought mine at Walmart for $4.47. I've seen ranged on Amazon to Dollar General, Kroger in my area, um, almost anywhere for anywhere between $4.19 and $5.69. All right, just out of convenience, I bought this pre-shredded Zote, the flakes. Um, there's a lot of just bars out there in a 14.1 ounce or smaller that you could shred on your own, and there's a ton of different brands with different fragrances or no fragrance, but I just chose this just out of the speed of it. As far as the super washing soda goes, Arm& Hammer is about the only brand I've ever seen. I bought it at Walmart for $3.97. Again, this is one of those things that's all over the board. Uh, Walmart, Amazon, you name it, they sell it. Folks, I use baking soda for a lot of things, so I went ahead and bought a big box of it. But just for this recipe and for these videos, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna estimate this at a buck because I only used a cup of it for it. If you watched part one, you'll know that OxyCleaner, this all Oxy Boost or whatever, it's basically borax and superwashing soda mixed. Uh, it's just a filler to me. But in any case, we used it in this recipe just to see if it works. Okay, for the fragrance crystals, um, I just lucked into these at Big Lots. They're just dumping them. So I got them for $2 a piece. These can get expensive, especially if you go with Downy or any of the other brands. Uh, you're looking at some more money. As we keep breaking this down, with 12 pounds, 3 ounces, we're coming up with 195 ounces. And though I don't think it's going to fly, I have an HE washer. I don't think a tablespoon's going to do it, but that's what we're here to find out. So let's keep moving on. For years, I've been using liquid Tide, so it's only fitting that I use the powdered version for my little experiment. Right off the bat, I can tell you that Tide's little scoop in their powdered version, the first line is half a cup, and then it's quarter cup increments from there on. So anyway, we're still going to use this as our control. So then now I'm going to move on to our product and see how it's comparing so far. Okay, I want to add a quick note. No, I do not live in my garage, and I'm sorry the visual aesthetics of these videos aren't great. It's only because Texas weather has been crappy this last week. I went with internet for a couple days. I went without power for a day. I went without water for a couple days. We had flooding rains. We had freezing rain. Had a pipe that froze. You name it, it happened last week. So we're just getting back to it, and the house is a wreck. But in any case, I wanted to put this together because I'm making homemade soap, and I wanted to document it. So now that you saw the figures on my soap, part 3 is coming next. And part 3 is going to consist of doing our first load. We're going to do some garage towels and start there before I start washing some other clothes, some real clothes with it. So in any case, hey, man, subscribe if you want or don't. I don't care. I'm not doing this for views and likes and all that. No, I just like sharing accurate information.